Under the Soviet system, chess was not just another game. It had always been popular in Russia, but the Bolsheviks promoted it as part of state policy.
Marx was a very keen chess player. And Lenin was keen on chess, although he gave it up because he said it was interfering with his political activities. Marx was a bad loser, apparently. Lenin, you can make of this what you want, Lenin was a good loser.
Ленин действительно очень увлекался шахматами, и потом ему даже как бы приписывают выражение, что шахматы – это гимнастика ума. Шахматы в массы. Шахматы – это орудие пролетарской культуры. То есть мы сейчас сразу повысим культурный уровень массы людей.
Chess in the USSR was under strict party control. The game received generous state subsidies, and its champions were national heroes. By 1970, the world chess champion was Boris Spassky, who had become an international master at the tender age of 16. Spassky had been nurtured from the earliest age by the chess authorities, but had always distanced himself from the political nature of chess in Soviet Russia.
Казалось бы, звание чемпиона мира должно радовать человека. Да, вот вы самый сильный, да. А у меня как-то пошло все наоборот. Вообще чемпионские годы это были мои самые несчастные в жизни. Основывалось это потому, что я чувствовал огромную ответственность как чемпион мира. Я ведь жил в государстве, в коммунистическом государстве, но я не был коммунистом. Это был действительно большой груз. Как вы знаете, у русских, так принято говорить, тяжела ты шапка Мономаха. Шапка Мономаха – это царская корона. Вот. Я это довольно хорошо ощущал.
A team of chess grandmasters from the Soviet Union visited America for the first time. Samuel Reshevsky was the only grandmaster on Uncle Sam's team.
Chess in America bore no comparison with the Soviet Union. America had neither the will, the talent, nor the resources to take on the Soviets in chess. But despite this public indifference, in the mid-1950s, a child prodigy emerged who was to change all this. Bobby Fischer grew up in Brooklyn, New York, in the shadow of Ebbets Field, home of the Brooklyn Dodgers. But baseball never held any attraction for a teenager obsessed with chess.
Watch out for this new kid we've got. He's really great. I should have believed him, but you know, you hear that so often. Everybody, for example, has a cousin or a nephew or something that's really great. So I thought, oh, here comes another bright kid, and he's going to give me a hard time for a few moves, and then I'm going to squash him. But oh my God, came this maniac at me. And everything indicated he knew exactly what he was doing. I had white, but I was on the defensive in about 10 moves and scared skinny. I said to myself, this kid is different from all other bright kids.
Did, at any time when you were young, did you ever look ahead and say, oh, one day I'll be world champion?
Not at the beginning, no. You know, that was like an impossible dream, just like a kid plays baseball or something, doesn't look ahead, you know, doesn't think he's going to be the star of the Yankees or something like that.
Chess was his health. That was his sanity. Outside of chess, he was a fish out of water. But chess was his native tongue.
By the age of 13, Fischer was U.S. champion. If he was to prove himself the best in the world, he would have to beat the Soviets. But throughout his teenage years, he became convinced that they were trying to thwart his progress in world chess.
When I first started playing chess, to me the Russians were heroes. And they still are as chess players, and I used to study all their literature, and you know, most of the first books I read were Russian chess books. But the first time the Russians ever mentioned me, I remember I was 13, and said, well, he's a very fine, you know, talented young player, but all this publicity he's getting is sure to do damage to his character. And then sure enough, from then on, they started attacking my character.
As his playing career developed, he accused them of outright cheating.
Basically what they were doing was you know, drawing among themselves and playing hard to beat me. So they were, when they played me, they had 1 or 2 days of rest because they were playing among, with each other and making quick draws. When they played me, they were fresh.
Турнир претендентов, по-моему, 62-го года